Tuesdays, it's all things Phoenix, and we've had another busy week. So first we're going to kick off with Jim's shirts, a guest that we bumped into, and also a catch up on Jamie Lee's predictions. Well, Jim's shirt this week, you could almost describe it as formal, with plants and leaves and all sorts of things on it. When Gary wanted to call in a qualified Sparky to sort out his mum's house, who did he find? It turns up is only our own Stephen Rose. So again, if you need a good Sparky, don't forget, keep it in the family and call our Rosie. Well, nice to see our Jamie Lee getting back on his feet, thank goodness, and hopefully back in action sometime before the end of the season. And it's now Henry who's the closest on the highest batting partnerships with his guess of 201. Oh, sorry about the spelling there, but this is a 211 partnership between Alan and Sammy on the 1st July against the Bourne. And it's just Alan and Harrison that are still in it who predicted the bigger partnerships.
Whatever the weather, come rain or shine, Phoenix TV is with you all the way. Syrup, I like it.
Well, unfortunately, I can't bring you any action from the midweek game of the return match against the Prince of Wales, as it was totally rained out, washing up big time. A bit disappointing halfway through the summer to get that kind of rain to ruin the midweek game. Let's have a look at this week's fixtures. So the weekend's fixtures kick off with our under-9s at home to Cove, and then Frimley Phoenix first take on Tilford at Hawley, whilst at Frimley Green Rec our second team takes on Ashford Fifths. Sunday sees our under-11s away at Oakley, and our Sunday team is also away at Sandhurst that weekend, with Frimley Phoenix Blaze at home to Camberley. Weekday games seems like a busy week for the girls and kicks off on Monday with our under-16 girls away to Hook and Newham. Also that evening, the Blaze is away at Headley. Tuesday is our Dad's Army game against the Frimley Phoenix Academy. Thursday sees Frimley Phoenix Flames away at Greyswood, and we're away again, or the Blaze are, on the Friday at Valley End. But let's catch up on the weekend's match report. So the under-11s are at it again, and this was for a hat-trick. Oh! Unlucky Seren, so close. Let's see what the coach had to say. So Ash, talk me through the under-11's fantastic win.
Well, what can I say? They put in, again, tremendous performance. Bat and ball. Seren nearly got a hat-trick, which was amazing to watch. And yeah, like I said, they're coming leaps and bounds, and they keep improving each week, and can't ask for much more, really, Rob.
No, congratulations, mate.
Thank you so much, Rob.
So the ones were off to Luggashall to play Greyswood on one of these beautiful grounds that we play at with a great pub next to it. With Alan Doyle away on his holidays, it was Stephen Rose who took on the skipper's role. With things being very gloomy and a wet pitch, this was a toss you really wanted to win, but we lost it and Greyswood put us into bat. We had a bit of a dreadful start as we lost wickets in clusters, losing the 3 of the top 4 in very short time. And it was Neil Dukes and Nimmy that then dug in to make sure that we could build some kind of a score. Well played, Neil. Fantastic 38. We never really got going. We lost wickets consistently. And the objective was to try and get to 43 overs to put some pressure back on Greyswood. Well, thank goodness for the tail end that did put up a bit of a spirited finish to give us a bit of a score. So 133 was what was required, and we couldn't quite bat those 43 overs. So there is, on a very friendly pitch, some good bowling from Greyswood. Nothing can be taken away from them there. Well done to Oliver Cheadle. Wow, what a player he is, and what a find that's been for Greyswood. And just what we could have done without, and that's the sun coming out and making this now a decent pitch to bat on. And well done to Greyswood as well. Despite a valiant bowling effort, it wasn't our day. And in fairness, well played Greyswood. So finally the streak is over, and that has been an incredible achievement for the club. One that may never be beaten again, and we'll review it in the next couple of weeks. And there's that batting card with 2 wickets for BJ, 1 for Charles, 1 for Isaac. And there's well played Nick Clark with decent 40. Simon also always bats well at the top of the order. And there's Oliver Cheadle again there as well. Looking forward to see how he performs over the next couple of weeks as well. There's our bowling figures. And after Isaac and Matt took the new ball, they really then went to town and took us on. And confirmation of the result. There's a win for Greyswood by 6 wickets. And there's the league table. Well, we managed to stay at the top, thank goodness. And Blackheath, believe it or not, got beaten as well on the same day. But then Milford and Bourne still very much in it as well. And poor old Keane's not been well.
Do your Louis Armstrong impression.
Louis Armstrong.
That's it. That's the one.
Go straight over to Hawley where the Twos were taking on Falcom. And again, this was going to be a crucial toss.
So it was a toss to win, and I lost it.
So we're having a bat.
So we're being batting first, yeah. So yeah, uphill struggle now. Hopefully the pitch will dry out before we start. It's going to be a 36 over game. Okay, come on you Phoenix.
I don't have any footage of the game this week, but you can catch up with Henry and Adam with their live coverage and also their highlights package as well on our YouTube channel. But what I can tell you is a fantastic middle order batting performance from the Twos. And there's James Abney there, 75 of 80 with a great strike rate supported by skipper Eugene Leal, and then Adam Dukes coming in as normal with a decent knock of 29. That is a really impressive batting card, 190 off their 36 overs and only losing 6 wickets. And as always, pick of the Falcon bowlers is our Kev there in there with 3 for 31. And that was a decent response that from Falcon with a good start, 78 for 2 at one time, and then all of a sudden the wickets started to fall for the Phoenix. And that's some very decent bowling, especially as dear old Rossi ended up breaking down and not being able to finish his overs. So Falcon finishing on 129 all out and just batting just over the 30 overs. And a very impressive Phoenix bowling attack there. Look at that. Everyone getting in the wickets. Well done, Ryan. 3 decent wickets there, 3 for 28. And Adam, 2 for 20, 2 for 17 for Baz. 1 for 11 for James. And Ross, despite being injured, still got in there with 1 wicket, as did Mark. There's confirmation of a fantastic result for us. And the Twos go marching on, winning by 61 runs. And it couldn't be tighter at the top. Shelford and Elstead have a little bit of clear water, but then the Phoenix are there with Guildford and Bramley as the chasing pack.
Today is Jabley. How do you think it went, mate?
Oh, mate, I mean, it was hard. It was super hot. I really struggled, I think, the first half, sort of batting innings that we were in. But, you know, we sort of knuckled down. We had a bit of a wobble at the start, and then we put on a good store. And we were there going, yeah, we can defend that. We can win on this. And then everyone had a really good shift in the field. Like, took the catches mostly and put them under pressure when it mattered. And then we got the result. So, brilliant.
Great. Come on, you Phoenix.
Made up. Come on, you Phoenix.
And more fantastic news as our Phoenix Flames won again, this time by 14 runs over Farnham. Farnham won the toss and elected to field. We went in with 109 for 3, our net score of 294. And then Farnham 105 for 5, their net score of 280. So a fantastic win for the Flames. And as you can see from the league, we're still in second place. A really fantastic effort and have now won 5 games this year.
Come on, you Phoenix!
And a couple of dates for your diaries. And the famous Phoenix Cricket Summer Camp is back again this year. 7th to the 9th of August. You can see the times on there. £18 a session or £45 for all 3. Great value. All at Frimley Green Rec. And to book, contact our Lynn at the email on the bottom. And our fancy dress day as well on the 13th of August. Some really funny characters there. Always a great day and a lot of fun. So make sure you put that one in your diary.
What's happening in the Fantasy League?
Well, no change at the top, that's for sure, with Rose Dogs still there, leading the way. Ryan in second. Kian, as I say, last year's champion, come up in third. Yours truly in fourth. And then Matt, Baz, Charles, Jamie and Tom still in the top 10, with Jess now bringing up that 10th position.
Come on, you Phoenix!
As promised last week, we were going to catch up on the incident that happened at Lords in the Ashes Test and how we saw it as a club. And also, let's have a look at how our predictions are going for the Ashes. Not very good. Well, the Ashes series so far this year has given us two incredibly exciting matches and not without some controversy. So with various different opinions knocking around the place, we conducted a Phoenix poll to see what the club actually thought on the decision. If they were an Aussie captain, would they have called back Johnny Bairstow? And it's great to see so many of the Phoenix lads turning up at Lords, whether it be on the 1st, the 3rd or the 5th and final day, where all the controversy happened. So there's the verdict of the Frimley Phoenix poll. You are the Aussie captain. Do you withdraw the appeal of Johnny Bairstow's stumping? 17 of us said they would and 19 said they wouldn't. With a couple of guys saying, well, the umpires moved, so the ball was dead. So it's really the umpires who made that mistake rather than the Australians for appealing. So catching up on our Ashes predictions, and thank goodness for the last Test's victory. Otherwise we'd have been wiped out, but still 77% said that we would actually win the Ashes. And there's Carl, James Martin, Ross, DHT and BJN that's still in it for a 3-2 England victory. And Isaac, Ash, myself and Tom still on as well, potentially, to get the result correct. Our predictions for the highest wicket taker see Stuart Broad on 46%, and he's got 16 wickets at the moment and leads the way, so we're correct there. And we're correct with Cummins as well with 15 wickets. 48% of us said that would be the case. Highest wicket taker for England, well, it's Ben Stokes with 309. We never even got him on our list. And the same with Australia, with Khawaja on 356, and none of us picked him either. So that's all we've got time for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Bit of a change programme next week as I'm away, but I promise you a weekly roundup every week, and that's what you'll get. I'm going to play you out with a word from Sahil and then the great work that Gary has done with VI All Stars. So I won't be here in body next week, but I will be in spirit. God willing, come on, you Phoenix.
Please like and subscribe to our channel.